Claiming Social Security at 62 can put money in your account years earlier. It can also lock in a smaller monthly retirement benefit. Waiting can raise that benefit, but it asks you to fund the gap yourself. So the real decision is not whether 62 is good or bad, it is whether 62 works with your job, your savings, your health, and the person who may depend on your record after you are gone. Before you press submit on a Social Security application, run these 6 checks. One of them catches a rule that can temporarily stop your checks, and another can matter more to your spouse than it does to you. Check 1. Separate retirement from claiming. Leaving your job and starting Social Security are 2 different decisions. You can retire without claiming, and you can claim while you are still working. But if you claim before full retirement age and keep earning wages or self-employment income, the Social Security earnings test may cause some benefits to be withheld. The annual limit changes, so use the current figure from Social Security rather than an old number from a video or a friend. Also notice what counts. Wages and net self-employment income matter for this test. Pensions, investment income, and interest generally do not. Benefits withheld under the earnings test are not simply erased. Once you reach full retirement age, Social Security recalculates your benefit to account for months when payments were withheld. Still, that does not help your cash flow today. If your plan assumes a full Social Security check while you keep a well-paid job, verify the earnings-test math before you build a retirement budget around it. Check 2. Replace the national averages with your own record. Open your personal Social Security account and compare the estimates at different claiming ages. Those estimates are built from your actual earnings history, which matters because retirement benefits are based on your highest 35 years of covered earnings. Fewer than 35 years can leave zeros in the calculation, while another strong working year may replace a lower year. For people born in 1960 or later, full retirement age is 67. Starting at 62 can reduce the worker benefit by as much as 30% compared with starting at full retirement age. That percentage sounds abstract until you apply it to your own estimate and multiply the difference across 12 monthly bills. Do not compare only age 62 with age 70. Add the ages in between. A claiming date at 64, 65, or full retirement age may fit your plan better than either extreme. The useful number is not the biggest monthly check on the screen, it is the benefit that supports the rest of your retirement without creating a dangerous gap somewhere else. Check 3. Stress test the bridge you would use to wait. Every month you delay Social Security has to be funded from somewhere. That may be wages, a pension, cash reserves, or withdrawals from an IRA and investment account. Waiting can buy a larger monthly benefit, but draining the wrong account too quickly can create a different problem. Imagine retiring just as the stock market falls. If your plan to delay Social Security requires heavy sales from a shrinking portfolio, early losses can do lasting damage. On the other hand, claiming immediately just to avoid touching any savings may leave you with a smaller guaranteed income floor for the rest of your life. Run the bridge under at least 3 conditions: an ordinary market, a poor first few years, and higher living costs than you expected. Ask how much cash would remain, which accounts would fund each year, and whether you could adjust spending without wrecking the plan. A bridge that works only when markets cooperate is not much of a bridge. Check 4. Model the household, not just the first claimant. This is where a seemingly personal choice can become a family decision. A regular spousal benefit can be as much as half of the worker's full retirement age benefit when the spouse claims at their own full retirement age. Claiming a spousal benefit early reduces it. For a spouse whose full retirement age is 67, starting at 62 can produce as little as 32.5% of the worker's full retirement age amount, not 50%. There is another distinction that gets blurred in quick Social Security advice. Delayed retirement credits earned by the higher earner do not raise the maximum regular spousal benefit. They can, however, raise the benefit available to a surviving spouse. That makes delay by the higher earner a form of longevity protection for the household, especially when one spouse has a much smaller work record or is likely to outlive the other. Married, divorced, and widowed households face different filing rules. Survivor benefits also have their own starting ages and switching possibilities. So write down each person's own benefit, possible spouse benefit, and possible survivor benefit. Then compare what happens while both people are alive and what happens after the first death. The strategy that creates the most checks in the first 5 years may not create the strongest household income 20 years later. If this kind of calm retirement planning is useful, subscribe to Old Smart Money.